It was her. All this time, it was her who did that to Gamby? What's up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here to give you guys my review on Black Lightning Episode 10 as Black Lightning comes back from the Crisis crossover event. And yeah, he's got a lot on his plate, but I'll get to him here in a minute. Let's just talk about the biggest shocker at the ending there, and that was Lady Eve. All this time, I was thinking it was the ASA who did that to Gamby, because Agent Odell would definitely know about Gamby and his connections with Black Lightning. If he doesn't, that's actually a surprise there. But it turns out, all this time, it was Lady Eve who was the one who put out that hit on Gamby. Now that we know that, what could this mean going forward? Now, first off, how did we find out it was her? You guys remember that kid named TC who helped them in earlier episodes, the power to talk to machines? He located Gamby, and Gamby allowed him to stay with them, and he was talking with Gamby's system and helping him find out who killed him, and it was Lady Eve. Now, first off, when I found out it was Lady Eve, at first I was shocked, yes, but more on the fact that it was her who killed him. A little shocked that she was alive, only a little, and the reason I say that is because of what happened in last season. If you guys remember in last season, we found out how Lala's coming back to life. It was through this guy who gets his guts or whatever and then restores him back to life. And it turns out that when we found this Lala talking to this guy, we found out he was working for Lady Eve or something like that. All we knew is he was connected with Lady Eve. And the mere fact that he mentioned Lady Eve's name made me think, could Lady Eve probably now still be alive? Because as we all know, she died back in the first season when Tobias Well tried to frame Black Lightning. So yeah, when I found out that she was her, I was shocked, yes, but not that shocked. It's more like a few seconds of innocence, but then you think back to it, it makes a lot of sense. And it really does. And if it was Lady Eve who put out that hit, why? Could she be the next villain going into Season 4? Which, by the way, I'm going to be talking about someone here that we found out about in Season 4. And I'll talk to you about him here in a minute. But now let's go into the main characters. As Jefferson comes back from the Crisis event, it turns out nobody but him and Jennifer remember what happened. Because as Jennifer and Black Lightning are coming back to Freeland... well, yeah, they're finding out that only those two remember what happened, because first off, for Jennifer, after that encounter with herself, it turns out that she was in some sort of blank universe, like in some safe zone or something, but she was finally able to come back to where she was last at in the last episode. That was the tie-in episode. Jefferson shows up, and then those two go to tell Peter Gamby what happened, but it turns out Peter Gamby doesn't remember, and that means everyone else doesn't remember. Not Anissa, not Lynn, no one remembers about that antimatter wave or anything like that. And, oh, who knows, maybe it's for the best that they don't know, because if they did know, I don't know how their brains could take it. I really don't. But, while that all said and done, though, the fact that they don't know, though, makes things a little complicated for Jefferson, because he's still trying to wrap his head around figuring about all this, and in the fact that... well, he's just finding out all these other things, and he just can't catch a break, man. I mean, first off, he's got his daughter, who maybe now knows about Odell using her and stuff like that, but still, she's got that very rash, hasty impulsiveness that could very much put her in danger, like Jason Todd danger-wise. Sorry to bring that up, and I'm not trying to say that she's being exactly like Jason Todd. All I'm just saying is the way she's acting and stuff is making her be, in the sense, like getting to the spot where she could end up like Jason Todd. But I know that's not going to happen. It's just looking like it could go in that direction for a while. but I believe in Jen. She's a smart woman, so I'm sure she'll start to figure out and realize that we need to calm down, take a breath here, and think things through. I have faith in her on that. But besides all that, then Jefferson's got this issue with his wife, Lynn. Yeah, you guys already know how I've been feeling about Lynn, so I'm not going to really say much about that. Other than the fact that that addiction of that green light stuff has gotten worse for her, and I'm just scared of what's going to come next for that woman. She better be lucky that her family doesn't look like they're gonna give up on her that easily. Cause yeah, when it came to that heated argument when Jefferson has finally found out that she's an addict now and stuff, she's on drugs and whatnot, which he's not kind of wrong, which he's right, but he's also picking up that it's green light drugs. But either case, he's seeing that, and that fight they had, yikes. Oh, Jefferson, you've got your work cut out for you. No one can catch you a break. Even going to his daughter, Anissa, who has no memory of everything, and she thinks Jefferson's just fooling around and just not focusing. Anissa, like I said in the last episode you were in, the tie-in episode, when you thought that antimatter wave was happening, you were thinking it was the ASA. I'm just like, girl, you wish it was the ASA. Well, I'm just saying now, in this one, since you don't have any memory of what happened, all I'm just saying is, if you only knew what your dad went through, you wouldn't be so hard on him on that end, because, trust me, what he went through is nothing compared to what you guys are going through right now. And speaking of Anissa, she really seems to be, how's the best way to put it? Kind of getting a little too full of herself, or letting her ego get to her, or something like that. I don't know which one's the best way to put it, but the reason I say that is because, well, she started the resistance, and I get that, I get it. She started it. It makes sense that she feels she should be the leader and stuff, but of course, since Black Lightning's been the hero of Freeland all this time for so long and stuff, of course the citizens look to him and think he should be making the plans of things here, because the thing with the resistance in this episode, they were planning on doing a liberation, like an escape for victims that the ASA, because as y'all know, the ASA continues to take all sorts of people who they suspect might have powers, and this time the resistance pulled out a little breakout plan, and yeah, they rescued them and everything. And yeah, eventually Anissa got what she wanted, she led the whole thing, and her father followed her and all that. And they made peace at the end and stuff. But before all that, she was blaming her dad, thinking he intentionally and was trying to take over her role as leader, especially when they were making the plan before they executed the plan. She was all in charge and everything, but then when Black Lightning comes in, everyone looked to him, and yet Anissa blames him. And I'm like, Anissa, you saw what happened here. I know you and your dad have this old thing with your dad and him always looking at you as his little girl and stuff, but come on. I think you're smart enough here to know that what happened right in front of you, you shouldn't be blaming your father for that. It wasn't his fault. But, hey, at least in the end, they worked things out. They worked things out to where, for one, like Jefferson during their argument of things after that whole thing with her saying about how you're taking over, they went through all this other stuff that they've been talking through all throughout the season. She at least is finally doing what a real leader does, acknowledging when you make some mistakes out there. Which is something even I gotta agree with Jefferson. I am glad she did that. Thank you, Anissa. At least you're doing that. Now, I still am like Jefferson. I'm a little conflicted about you with your whole Blackbird personnel and stealing all this drug money and stuff and doing all that. But you haven't really been doing that. You've been fighting for your city, and I can get behind that completely and stuff. So we can look on that other stuff another day. What else do I need? Oh yes, I almost forgot. Yes, as I told you guys about Jennifer and her being hasty with trying to kill Odell, and as she saw being so hasty thinking she can just get to Odell and kill him like that, didn't work because when she met him, that was a hologram. But it was before that when she was being captured, because Odell was thinking that she's starting to turn on him and stuff, that he sent agents out there to catch her and stuff. Of course, she breaks free along with Brandon, who was caught with her as well. And this is where it showed off a new ability. Check this out. Yeah. Whoa, what kind of an ability is that? I don't know, but I think it has to do with the fact that, as Peter said, she's made of pure energy. Or no, I think that was Lynn, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. And the guy shoots bullets, and it just passes right through her. Insane. That was just insane. And speaking of soldiers, now I've noticed that with the ASA, some of the soldiers in the ASA have been having doubts and stuff about how they're going too far with this whole thing in Freeland. Well, one of these agents seems to even see it even more now, as he saw one of his agents from early episodes got injured, but now he's back, but he was acting like a robot. That's because of a chip that was placed in him that the ASA have put in there. And yeah, I'm thinking this is a sign showing that he's going to want to quit or want to join the resistance. We'll see what that does going forward. Oh, and by the way, one thing I forgot to mention about Odell is that I love seeing this one thing that he hardly shows, and that's anger. That was the joy to see that. But now finally, I'm going to talk about one more person here that's in regards to season 4. And that's in the fact that Bill Henderson won't be coming back for season 4. Oh, man, come on. I mean, I know the actor has his reason. I'm sorry I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, guys, but I love that guy. And even though we didn't see much of him this episode, the little scenes we saw of him just still make me feel sad knowing that he's going to be leaving. So does that mean he's going to die near the end of this season? At least if he dies, go out like a true hero. That's all I gotta say. But still, the one thing I'm gonna miss about this guy is some of the humor he throws out in the series, because check this one out.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh, ain't that sweet? Oh, shut up. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss this guy. I really am. It sucks that Bill Henderson's going. I really don't like that, but all good things come to an end, unfortunately. And anywhere you go, from TVs, movies, comics, it happens. But either way, guys, I did love this episode, and I love what they're doing here. It's like they set it up a lot of multiple things that are coming forward for us. But the one I'm really interested in is Lady Eve. I wonder where that's going to go, especially since the fact I found out that Lala will be back soon. I think it's in this upcoming episode next, or the week after. I don't know, but it'll be great to see him and see what the gangster side of things is doing here. What is their opinion on this whole ASA thing and all that? I guess we'll find out soon enough. But until then, guys, I'm going to leave it all at that for today. And hey, if you're enjoying my videos, all you got to do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, MegaGeekMixer signing out. Bye!